I'm here with my client Daria. She's in mindset and she's someone that helps other people go into their absolute breakthrough moment. I'm so glad you're here, Daria, because normally, even if we both grew up in Germany, we would never see us because you're just traveling all over the world. So tell me, why is that?
Yeah, I think we both don't like Germany that much.
100%.
That's when we moved out.
I agree.
So you live in Switzerland. And I always wanted to see the whole world.
Love it.
But never I wasn't that brave enough to just leave everything behind and do my own kind of stuff. But I think it was 2 years ago now.
Nice.
I decided to quit everything and make the move. And we mainly traveled through Southeast Asia.
Nice.
And yeah, that's my lifestyle. So I'm everywhere besides Germany, but now I'm visiting my family just to for Christmas, December,
and New Year. Love it.
So we're not far away. I made the decision.
We made it.
I made the decision to visit you.
We know each other since a year, I guess.
Yeah.
And it's the first time we're meeting each other in person.
Yeah, I was seeing you and I was like, oh, she's real.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared. Okay, love it. Nice. Yeah, I would say so. Germany is, I think, a very typical example of people that are. I would say you just named it this morning when we had breakfast. You just talked about that in Germany. Like if you work, especially in Germany, like you do. I mean, you are self-employed. You have your own thing, and even though you have your own thing, if you're at home in Germany and work, you still have that feeling of you being sad and something is drawing you down, right? And I think that's the best. Like Germany is the best example, without being rude, but Germany is a typical example of people that are always sad and they don't do anything with their life basically.
Yeah. And always complaining.
Yeah, 100%. And I still know so many people that are the same, right? There are in Germany, in my, I mean, not in my circle anymore, but still, I know these people and they're still the same. And was there a moment in your life when you said, okay, that's just not for me. Like, I'm not that person.
I don't think there was a certain moment. Mm-hmm. I think it was always underlying.
It added up.
Yeah, it added up. And I always knew in my hometown that I'm not I'm not a hometown girl.
I'm not a
hometown girl. I'm gonna move. And I moved to a bigger city, but I also didn't enjoy it there. Of course, for a few months it was okay, or for a few years, and then I noticed, oh yeah, it's still the same here, and it's just the whole atmosphere in Germany, the whole vibes, the society, and they're also they're so greedy. They don't want to see you succeed. And if you're different, they will show you that you're different.
They will show you.
They will
100%.
show you.
No, I agree.
And I still remember when we landed in Germany a few weeks ago, how bad the vibes were. Like people were so, I don't know, I can't explain it. I was in shock because everywhere in every country I was, the people were, I don't know, they were still happy, they were still nice to you, they smiled. And in Germany, they're just I don't know, they're so grumpy.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's crazy. So
I agree.
I think that's the biggest issue. And I think if you stay in an environment that keeps you small, you stay
100%.
stuck.
100%.
So you have to move. And if you don't like your environment, it will always keep you stuck.
Yeah.
And I think it's the most important thing. I always say to my clients, if you stay in your hometown, you won't grow.
100%.
Because you need to have a new environment. Yeah, you need to have a change to change yourself.
Yeah.
I think every place, and that's one thing I noticed, every place has certain things you can learn from. So with every place or every country we stayed in, there was a new chapter. But if you stay in your hometown, you always have that one chapter. You don't have new chapters. So you have to make the move. You have to move, even if it's just the next city. Yeah. And I mean, for you, it's Switzerland. It's still a completely different country.
Different country, yeah, sure. No, I agree. What was the first country you traveled?
Thailand.
Nice. What was the first thing you noticed besides the smile? Anything else, or was it just the vibe?
Oh my God, it was pure chaos.
Pure chaos,
yes,
really?
Yes.
Wow. So the opposite of
we
Germany.
landed in Bangkok.
Got it.
Bangkok has 13 million inhabitants. So it's crazy, and there's so much
okay, I'm from Germany, hello.
Yes, and you're used to all the structure and everything is clean in Germany. And in Bangkok, it's all over the place. Everywhere you look, there's so much going on. And I
But
was
still
like,
people are
what the
happy.
fuck have I done? Like, I want to go
Oh,
back.
really? Oh,
I was
crazy.
like, what the fuck have I done? If that's Asia, I don't know if I like it.
Wow.
I mean, in the first, like, I still loved it, but I was so overwhelmed. My nervous system was like so dysregulated all over the place. But now I love Bangkok. So I think I've been 4 times already to Bangkok.
Wow.
It's I love the city.
But it shows how you grew, because when you
Yeah.
said the first time was super overwhelming and now you love it, it's like the way that you came there, something changed.
And that's what I mean. You have to make the move. And I think sometimes you won't like it. It's out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
But then you get used to it. You will see the advantages, or you will see the positive sides. And yeah, it's the best thing you can do. If you have the time, or if you have if you have the dream to travel, you have to just do it. Yeah, for sure.
Agree. No, then you just get yourself an online business and you just do. That's just
do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want, but do it. Yeah. Nice. I have so many questions. Let me quickly check my phone, because I don't want to forget anything. Oh yeah, that was actually the second question. Okay, because you just said that with every new chapter, something grew in you.
Yeah.
And I do think there is a myth out there that people think, and I do see that also with a lot of my clients, and you probably see that also in the live sessions with me, is a lot of people think they need to learn to become confident before they start their business, before they move, before they go to another country, whatsoever. So they think they need to learn that. I do believe that there's no chance that we can learn confidence, because you just named it. It comes through something. So maybe you can explain, because you're the expert in mindset, not me. Yeah. But maybe you can explain, like, what is the process of becoming confident? Because I do think that a lot of people listening to this and seeing this, they're interested in this one thing.
Yeah. I think the biggest issue is thinking that you're just born with it. You're just born confident.
People think that, right? Oh, she is just confident.
She's just confident
since she's born.
She's like that. That girl, whatever.
Yeah, that girl.
That's not the case. They usually start quite insecure. And the thing is, what made them that confident is doing it even though they're afraid, even though they're insecure, even though they're not perfect. Yeah. And it's just, you try to be perfect so other people don't judge you, because you're afraid of judgment. That's why you're thinking, okay, if I'm perfect, then I can start. If I'm insecure, if I'm
then nobody will say anything.
Then nobody will say anything. I'm not. I will not fail. And in most of the time, like most times, it's just the fear of not being good enough. But you will never feel good enough. You have to prove yourself that you're good enough, and that's,
if you don't take action, then
that's something you have to show yourself through action.
Yeah,
not through affirmations, not through books. You have to show it to yourself. You have to do it. If you're afraid, if you are scared of the judgment of others, if you're scared of failing. And through that journey, you will see, oh, I can trust myself. Oh, I actually am able to do it.
Yeah, makes sense.
And I think one thing you can always keep in mind, confidence is competence. It's not something you're born with. It's competence.
It's knowledge.
Yeah.
It's just knowing, just doing, just doing. Having the experience.
Yeah, I mean, if you have a presentation, or let's take, for example, content creation. I believe your first content piece was
bad.
So bad. You were so insecure.
Agree.
And if you look back, it's like horrible.
Yes.
But now you're at this stage where you're like so confident in front of the camera. You have no
just
problems.
Don't think about it.
You don't think about it.
Yeah.
You have no issues with posting or like millions of people seeing you.
Yeah.
But that's the stage you had to go through different stages and through different levels. And now you're like confident, whatever. I won't say bitch, but yeah, the confident.
You can say that.
Confident woman. I'm sick, by the way. That's why my voice
That's
is
okay. That's okay.
cracky.
Thank you for appreciate that.
Yeah.
Anyway, do this interview. Yeah, but I do agree. I think it's, and you just named it. I mean, I remember the first live stream on Confident Woman, where I literally had like a ring light and a text, like a whole script on this ring light, because my English was so bad. Yeah. And I couldn't even speak that free. I couldn't do that. That it was not possible. I couldn't do that. I didn't know how to do one sentence in English. I knew the words, but I didn't know how to speak. And then I had this script and I was like, hey, my name is Selena from Confident Woman. Like, this was written down on the script that I don't forget how to say that. Crazy. And I think, and this is what I experienced. I mean, I could be different. For sure, people are judging. this is a topic we can talk about longest time, because people are judging,
always
are super insecure themselves, because they know, this is what I experienced myself with a friend, that they know they will never be at this point. So they try to bring you down anyway. And I never heard someone saying, oh, her English is so bad.
Yeah.
Never.
Did people notice?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. There was, I remember that first live stream. And also after that, they were like, oh, are you guys German? So they heard that, right? For sure. But still nobody said like, oh, this live stream was bad because they couldn't speak English. It was more like, oh, thank you for the value. So I experienced from me as a business coach that people don't care about how you say something. People care about what you can give them. For sure. Like if you can help them solve a problem, if you can help them, give them wins, value. Just if you can help them going through something, whatever it will be, they're thankful no matter of how you speak, no matter of how confident you are.
For sure.
I mean, they are thankful.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree.
I mean, the people you're afraid of judgment are the people who are lying in their bed. Yeah. I mean, you get hate for sure. I get hate.
For sure.
All the time.
I mean, hopefully, because hate, if we see it from the marketing side, I mean, we get engagement, right? If nobody will share our content or comment on it or whatsoever, we wouldn't get any engagement. So therefore,
like, nice. Thank you for the engagement.
Thank you. 100%.
It's always guys, by the way, for me.
Yeah.
Like, it's always men hating on me.
Yeah, for sure.
So I'm like,
for sure they do.
Oh yeah, you're the problem. I'm talking about you, exactly you. That's why you're so insecure.
Yeah.
But I think the people who are you're afraid of judgment are the people who are at home, lazy fuckers.
Yeah.
Not willing to do anything. They're in their 9 to 5, then they're unsuccessful. They have no money. They're in their comfort zone. Yeah. So why are you afraid?
Yeah.
You will be judged. You get judged now and you will get judged when you're successful.
100%.
All the time.
Yeah.
So why not fuck that and just do your thing?
Definitely. I always say, and it sounds a bit hard, but I always say at the end, you have to save your own ass, right? Yeah. And if you don't start something...
They don't pay your bills.
That's it. They don't pay the bills. And if you're afraid of starting something just because you think, oh, Karen from the 3rd grade will judge me if I post that. Yeah. She will not go and save your ass, right? That's the thing. So if you're afraid of that, then you will probably never achieve what you want just because of that. So we need to come out of our comfort zone to actually save our ass because we need to make money, right? I mean, you have to make money yourself. I have to make money yourself. At the end,
have a family to provide for.
Yeah, that's it. We have a family. We need to, right? So therefore, I think, I mean, we need, I mean, there are tactics, and maybe we can talk about it later. There are definitely tactics to overcome that, but we need to. The first thing, and this is something I see in everything with every my client, with everyone, if someone want to change, whether it's starting a business, whether it's moving out, whether it's just doing a next step, it's always mindset. It comes down to mindset. I can give all the business tactics. If someone who's just starting a business or someone who wants to scale, whatsoever, if someone wants to do a next step in their business, if they don't change their mindset, it's not possible. I can give them all the strategies. It's just not working. Yeah.
One thing I also wanted to say regarding the judgment, ask yourself, do you even like the other person?
Oh, that's good.
If you don't like the other person, then why care about their opinion? Yeah. Because most of the time we try to adjust ourselves. Yeah. So other people, or like we like that's people pleasing or whatever. Yeah. We try to fit in so other people like us, but most of the time
we don't like the person either.
Don't like the person, so why even care?
So why we care that this person likes us, right?
Sure. And what was the other point? I forgot about it. What did you say?
It comes down to mindset. Everything.
Yeah. If your self-worth is not on the level with or not aligned with your goals, let's say your self-worth is here and your self-trust is here, but you want to achieve these goals, then you won't come this far. Yeah. Your self-worth has to be on the same level or even higher to achieve all those goals. Because if it's not aligned, then you will never get to these goals. So in business, for example, with your clients, if they don't believe in themselves, if they don't trust themselves, if they think they're not worthy of having the $1 million business, they won't achieve that. Never achieve it. They will never achieve it because they will sabotage in like all the small moments.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's why mindset is so important. It's like the key, it's the foundation. If your mindset isn't on spot, it will always hold you back. Even though you have the best strategies, you have the best books, you have the best mentors. Like I see it sometimes with people who are trying to succeed, or people who are texting me, maybe even you. Yeah. And I know you will never succeed, because you will never be able to have this mindset, because you want to hold on to it. Yeah. And that's like, I think it's even for you sometimes the case.
Yeah, 100%.
But I have people who are texting me, but I see through their messages, they want to hold on to that life stage. They don't want to change. Yeah. Even they are in so much pain, they don't want to change because it's safe for them.
Yeah, and they're still asking for strategies or for things, but they would never implement. Yeah. No, I agree.
Because that's out of their comfort zone. Yeah. And it's always nice to have all the knowledge. Yeah. Because then you know it, but you don't have to implement it. Yeah. And people who talk less, I think that's the best clients. That's one of the best. The ones that talk the least, most of the times the ones who achieve the most.
Succeed. 100%. I agree. 100%.
Yeah. That's by the way, that's also dopamine talk. If you talk a lot, for example, about your goals, your brain releases dopamine.
Got it.
The same dopamine you would achieve if you achieve the goal. So your brain thinks, I already achieved it.
Yeah. Fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
It works. Yeah. Probably works.
Depends.
It depends. Okay.
No, because if you
she's the mindset.
No, if you release the dopamine, you don't have the dopamine to it. You don't have the motivation to pursue the goal.
Got it.
To follow the plan. Okay. Because you already have the dopamine. Because when do you, like the time when, how do I explain it? When you do something hard, you will get the dopamine afterwards. And that's why people are addicted to social media, for example, because it releases so much dopamine. And that's why most of the people are lazy. Because all of their dopamine is already like
given,
kicked out, released, whatever. So they don't have any motivation anymore.
Got it.
So that's why you don't have to talk, but do.
Binge watching, dumb scrolling. Do not dumb scroll.
And not talk about your goals that much.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, wait, let me see. I had so many questions. We just went complete other path, but I love it. Let's talk about your clients, because whenever you tell me in a live session, oh, my client achieved that, I was like, I love it. So what do they actually achieve after working with you? Like, what do you change in them so they can achieve what? Yeah.
So my clients are quite, like, everyone is so unique, which I love. Like, one of my clients is a singer. She has a lot of concerts right now, which I love. I love seeing. Nice. I follow her, and I always see, like, every weekend she's somewhere singing.
Nice. It's just a mindset. That's so crazy.
That's just a mindset. Other ones struggle with the relationship, for example, which is rooted in their self-worth. Like they can't set boundaries. They accept everything. They don't want to, like, maybe break up or change something about their behavior. Or some of them want to start their own businesses. So it's all different, everyone, but it's still the same. So what I'm mainly working on is, firstly, discipline, which is like the key, and even more like the bigger thing is responsibility. I think that's one of the biggest problems nowadays.
Crazy.
Because we're stuck, first of all, in the self-love movement. You have to accept yourself, you have to accept your body, your stage. Oh yeah, love yourself. But if you're overweight, for example, if you're overweight and don't feel comfortable in your own skin, if you're insecure, if you're shy,
how do you want to achieve that?
Yeah, why accept that if you can change it? Yeah, it's okay that you're in that stage, but you can change it. But if you just say, I'm loving myself, which I've done, and it made me even more insecure because I didn't change. I used it as an excuse. Oh yeah, just follow your intuition. Just
you try to take this stage as, okay, this is the stage I need to love myself. So you try to trick your brain, saying like, hey, I love myself, even though you didn't.
And you say, for example, I love myself. Saying all your affirmations in the morning, but you self-sabotage. You break your own promises. You binge in the evening. you scroll for 5 hours every day,
Yeah.
you have goals, but you don't follow them,
Yeah.
you will be insecure.
Yeah.
You will be fat or have a bad relationship, because everything will like add up.
Yeah.
And it will, of course, make you insecure.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
for me, it's important that you take responsibility for your own life, and you see that, oh, okay, I have all of these stages. I have maybe I'm broke, whatever. But what can I change about it? Maybe I'm overweight, okay, but what can I change about it?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm shy, but what can I change about it? Maybe my partner is an asshole, but what can I change about it?
Yeah.
And we are stuck. That's, for example, back to like, the topic with Germany. That's something you see a lot in Germany.
Yeah.
They're always complaining and blaming, because then you don't have to take responsibility for your own life.
No, that's all right. Yeah, and they say like, it's because of.
Yeah, it's because of trauma.
Yeah.
It's because of my parents did that 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, we're now here. You can change it.
Yeah, that's right. That's so true.
We have our now, and that's the thing we can change, but we can't change our past. And that's just like the whole thing, responsibility. And then I'm focusing on like all the things with self-worth, confidence, self-sabotage, like ego, etc., and how it's showing up. And discipline, of course. But the root thing is, of course, responsibility, which is rooted like self-respect, which is rooted in self-worth. So if you want to fix your self-worth, you have to start to respect yourself, and then all the other things will also change.
Will just come.
Yeah.
Crazy. I still find it so crazy that all of the things we achieve as humans just comes down in our head. Yeah. It's not even something physical. It's not even like hustle. Yeah, if you hustle enough, you're getting successful, whatsoever. It's for sure you need to know what to do. For sure you need to know strategies and so on. But at the end, it all comes down to mindset. And people just achieve amazing things just through mindset. It's crazy. And then you put the strategy on, and the strategy is just like the blueprint then. Yeah. But before you take the blueprint, you need to make sure that you fix that, because then you can take any blueprint that you want, and it will always work. Yeah. That's so crazy. Okay.
What do you think is the biggest mindset issue with your clients?
The biggest mindset issue. Sorry.
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable, right? Still, it's a couch, but for some reason, it's uncomfortable.
Why? Whole
that's
setup.
Okay. Whole setup falls down. I would say imposter syndrome is a big thing.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing in coaching. Let me just talk about that quickly. That's a big thing in coaching, is imposter syndrome, that people always think, I'm not good enough to help other people achieving something. So they don't charge high prices. They don't even go into coaching, even though they can teach something. And I always say is because I only work with coaches that can really change lives. Because, right, it's not just about the money. It's also about you actually help people change something, right? I mean, if you're not a scammer, for sure. So I always only work with people that are really have something that actually changed people's lives. And therefore, if you only know 10% more than someone who is still at a place that you were back then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever years ago, you can help change their lives. And then you can charge high pricing, because the investment is just like, okay, that's the way how you can achieve that. It doesn't matter. Pricing doesn't matter. So therefore, I think imposter syndrome is a big, big ass thing. And I think getting the first clients helps them. That's the same with confidence that we just talked about. It's just doing, right? You can talk a lot. You can write down a lot, like, okay, I'm confident to charge at pricing. If you never charge that, if you never close someone, if you never had a testimonial or never experienced helping someone, then you're not confident. It comes down to mindset again. You're not confident to do that. You can only scale a business if you know that you can do that, if you know you can help people. If your intention is not only to make money, but actually to helping people, then the pricing is not really a thing, right? You don't think of high price. You don't think, is it too much? Should I charge less? You don't think about that, because you know, if I do this with someone, I change their whole fucking life. Yeah. Am I able to say fuck? I don't know. Anyway.
Just say it.
So you can change it. But anyway, that's a good question. I think imposter syndrome is the biggest thing. Yeah.
What do you tell them?
What do I tell them? Yeah. Actually the same. So if you're just knowing 10% more, this is what you want to teach, right? I do think in someone's brain is, and especially if people come to me and say, oh, you made so much money and blah, 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 your numbers are so high. That's not what you need to teach people. When I started having my first coaching client, I figured out how to have a good following on a page. Like at this time, I had probably 30,000 followers, which seems to be a lot, yes. But in the meantime, I have over 1 million. So it's not a lot in relation to that. So I had 30,000 followers, something. And then I probably made like 10K. I think it was my first 10K month with that Faces page. And this is what I started teaching others.
Yeah.
I did 10K.
Yeah.
And people that I taught...
While Bali speaking English.
Yeah, while Bali speaking English. Yeah, that's right. Thank you. And people that I taught to do something, they didn't make any money.
Yeah.
So even though I just did 10K with that page, I could teach others to do the same because I figured out how to do that myself. If you would just make 1K with a page, someone who doesn't know anything about online business, you can teach her that because she don't know about anything. We need to start somewhere. And sometimes I found myself, I see some clients succeeding even more if the goal that if the thing that they teach is not that far away from someone who's just starting. Because if you say, for example, if I would tell a beginner, I mean, I could teach anything. I could teach how to make 7 figures. I could teach how to make millions. I could teach how to build a team of several people. I did that myself. But if I tell someone who is in the beginning, hey, I will teach you how to build $1 million business and how to have a big ass team, how to be a leader, they're like, oh, I can't do that. And then their mindset is like, they're mentally checking out.
Yeah.
Because that's too high. But if I say someone, here's how to make 10K, they're like, oh, okay, I make 3 right now. That's not that far away. So I could possibly do that. So what is the strategy? Right? And I see a lot of clients succeeding even more if they don't tell like the whole thing they achieved and maybe just a part that is really interesting for that client. And these are people like, oh, that's nice. Don't have to be money. Could be mindset. If you say like, I'm for example, I don't know, I'm an actor now. I'm on stage. You know, I'm that confident. People are like, could never be there. But you are just a girl from the next door, right? You're not like on stage, right?
Yeah,
you know what I
not
mean?
Tony
like you're like it. Yeah,
vibes,
exactly. That's a very good example. You're not like Tony Robbins, right? You're just a girl that became confident.
Yeah.
And people see you as their self back then a few years ago or now.
Yeah,
like
so true.
Your back self is there right now, right? But if you look at Tony Robbins, you can't figure out if Tony Robbins were at the stage because you just see him that successful. And you're like, oh, he's so far away, right?
Yeah.
Still people are booking with Tony Robbins, don't get me wrong. But, you know, that's the magic of being like a coach that is probably not like the highest in their niche, but still can make so much success because people see you as the girl next door.
Yeah.
Right? And that's why people book with you because they can relate.
True.
And being relatable is a big add thing.
Yeah.
When it comes to
I think it's the mix between humbleness and confidence.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Because for you, for example, you made the money, 4 million, whatever.
Yeah.
But you're still humble. You're not driving around with your Ferrari and telling me, oh yeah.
I mean, I have a Range Rover, but that's okay. But not a Lambo. No, but I know what you mean.
No,
it's
I mean,
not like
still, if you even have that Lambo, that's still fine.
Yeah,
like,
but it's not like
there's
agree.
a difference between having it and staying humble and just like showing off and not being humble. You know what I mean? Like, that's the difference. There are people who are just like.
I know what you mean. No, 100%. Yeah, and again, like someone becomes unrelatable because this person is too far away. The goal is too far away. You promise them the world, and they're like, oh, that's not working for me. Yeah. And then they end up not buying because they feel like that's nothing I could achieve personally, and then just end up buying. Yeah, but anyway. Also regarding business, let me see if there's a question in between I had, but I do not think so. Yeah. So. Okay. It's for some reason. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, what I want to say. Yeah, let's talk about business because it's actually what I'm helping you with. Who knew that? So yeah, let me just know when you came to me or to us at this time, what was your situation?
Actually, I didn't. I was just at the beginning. I tried to do something with coaching. Like I wasn't sure. I tried it with like the Alex Mosey books, but I always started and then I gave up after like 3 to 4 weeks because I was so overwhelmed and was like, oh yeah, okay, but still, how do I do it?
Yeah, what's the first step?
And I know you through my boyfriend, so I was like, okay. I never invested in myself.
Oh, really? It was the first time?
Yeah, it was
I didn't know that.
It was the first time. I was like, I never really invested in myself. And he was like, oh, yeah, but it's the perfect thing for you. And I know that he really, like, he knows your boyfriend, your partner. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I just trust him. And I'm like, I need to do it because I know that if I invest in myself, then it will always pay out. And it's always
100%.
I think the money thing is like you decide what you make out of the money you invest.
Everyone has something to invest.
Everyone.
That's my big belief.
Yeah. And if you just say, yeah, it's a big investment. Yeah, of course it's a big investment.
Yeah.
But if you invest, then it's your responsibility to fulfill it.
Yeah.
And if you fulfill it, then we'll always
you will
always get it back.
Always. Something is always happening.
Yeah.
Something is always changing.
Even one client
Yeah.
will make it break even.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you have to get one client and then it's fine.
Yeah.
Just one. And all the other ones are just like add on, which is nice to have. So if you pay, I don't know, for a business coach, whatever, let's say 6K.
Yeah.
And you have one client, or you make one, you close one client for 6K, and then you have it.
Yeah.
You have that money back.
Yeah.
Or like it's break even. So all the other clients you make through that coaching, which will always happen if you like fully go in.
Yeah.
If you go like don't discuss with you if you follow the plan, because you have the blueprint.
Yeah, you have everything.
And I just followed the blueprint.
Yeah, I know.
I just followed
it.
Yeah. I didn't discuss it. I was like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, but I have to do it. I know it's the right thing. I know it's the right thing. And I think that's also one issue with a lot of coaches nowadays.
Yeah.
That they want to try every year, like every strategy.
Yeah, 100%.
And you have the blueprint, and the blueprint is working.
Yeah.
Of course, other blueprints might work too, but if you mix those blueprints, they won't work 100%. Anymore.
It's like a puzzle.
Yeah.
Right. And I understand why people are doing that, because social media is like telling you
on the other side.
They're telling you everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Do this, do webinars, do lounges. Yeah. Do you need to have a big email list to make money? You need to have this, like, and there's no way that I would say, for example, that just my strategy is working. Like they're also working, right? I think my strategy why this is so unique is because you can just start right away. You don't need, I mean, let's talk about numbers. You have 2K followers and you make what?
17K.
That's amazing, right? You don't need that huge following. You don't need that huge email list. And that's true. That's what I think is my strategy is super unique, but I'm not saying that anyone else is not succeeding. If you would do another strategy, they would also succeed, but you have to follow this exact strategy and you can't mix. No, 100%. I agree.
I think 100%. All the discussing or trying out is exactly the thing that is keeping you stuck.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's why you need in my opinion, you need a business mentor. Yeah. And follow the plan.
Yeah. Just for everything, not only business, right? Mindset. I mean, you're a mindset coach.
Fitness, whatever.
And that's it. Everything. And if I struggle with mindset, I pay you because I know that you know how to fix that, right? It's the same with business, with everything. No, I agree 100%. Nice. I love those numbers. Yeah. Thank you. And again, to add, it's not really just to make money, right? You just talked about the client, the singer, and I love that example. I mean, she's so good, but she was too shy, too unconfident to go on stage. Yeah. And now just think about what is that called? I don't know. I helped you getting more clients. Now you help this client getting on stage. Now she, with her music, helping so much more clients to achieve something or to feel good, whatever. I don't know exactly her music, but anyway, she's helping, every musician is helping people through their music. True. Right? Just imagine, like coaching is such a great thing if you do it right, if you're not just about the money. If you really want to help people, like coaching can get you to so many good places. And not only you make money, but how you feel with that, right? Like if you become a coach, it's not only, okay, you have a great bank account, it works, and you make money with it, which is amazing. I mean, you're able to travel around the whole world with your business, right? That's crazy. And it's not only that, but then I see you when you tell me live calls, oh, my client did this, and I see your sparkle, and you're like, right? She doesn't even just pay you. Like she gave you so much. You don't need confidence, but still another part of confidence.
Is competence.
Yeah. Right? Just because she said like, hey, achieve that. So I think coaching is just like, it's the number one goal. And I think especially talking quickly about the strategy you're doing, basically what you're doing is super simple content pieces that are just talking about the 2 a.m. thoughts of your client and getting them into that little funnel, organic funnel. And that's basically it, right? She's just posting. Like you're just posting. And that's like the easiest thing you can do, especially if you're not only starting, but also if you want to scale. Because I see so many people, oh, I need paid ads. I need this. I need this. Build this freaking foundation that is so simple.
Exactly. That's
make money.
Just as mindset. You need the foundation.
Yeah, you need a foundation. And that's a big thing. No, comes back to mindset. Look,
you need the
I hear so many people saying, no, I don't want to have I just want to have a fast solution. I just invest in ads. that won't work, right? Have a foundation, an organic foundation, build especially now with AI and all that kind of stuff. If you do have a strong personal brand, you will always win nowadays.
Yeah.
You can literally sell anything.
Yeah, you can't build a house on a, like on a, I don't know, mud, whatever, in water.
Yeah.
You need a strong foundation.
Yeah, and especially now, I think personal branding especially becomes so important because that's the foundation of every single business, because people don't trust
need a website
anymore. Website, I never had a website in my life. And that's the thing, like, you don't trust people anymore nowadays. That's why a strong personal brand, a strong where people trust you, which is the biggest thing. This is why people buy, right? This is why you make money, no matter what you're selling.
Yeah.
But people have trust, and this is why they're buying.
Yeah. And I think one of the biggest issues I had is I used to be quite broad. And that's why it's so important to have all these 2 a.m. followers. Because if you start like really talking to them,
to that person,
they will feel attracted. They will see, oh, she has the solution for me. But if you try to please everyone and try to talk to everyone, you talk to no one. To nobody. Actually, to nobody.
Yeah. No,
so
I agree.
That's
the biggest issue. Biggest issue I see with so many people that come to me, especially when it comes to organic content and making sales through organic funnel, is they all just talk. They all have those motivational quotes right on their pages, like, becoming her.
No one wants to see them.
Yeah, no one wants to see them anymore. Especially, I mean, I do see, right? So let us go quickly into strategy so that you guys get a lot of value. But anyway, so what we want to track with your content are stage 3 and stage 4 buyers. So people that are already ready to change. Because there are people, they like those motivational quotes. They're not in a stage of thinking, oh, probably I need to get someone to fix my problem. They don't even recognize they have a problem. So you specifically, or we specifically, work with people that are ready to know or ready to say, okay, I want to invest into someone. Or at least saying, I want to change. So they know they have a problem. They know there is a solution. And now if someone talks about my 2 a.m. thought, like you do it in your content, they're like, oh, I need to invest in her because I need to do that, right? I need to change. There is this change. There is this thing that I need to do. So that's a very, like, the simple strategy I think that you can use is just like that organic thing. And then you want to add up. You can do all you can do all the paid ads, webinars, or whatever you want. But you need to have that strong foundation that without putting money into it, without running a huge webinar, without whatsoever, you just want to have content that gives value and it shows people you're the expert, and automatically people, I mean, there are some strategies, but still people are buying, right? Just because of that foundation. Yeah.
I mean, even with webinars, for example, or ads, people are going to your Instagram account.
Definitely. We talked about that. Yeah. We talked about that right before that interview, that Instagram is your business card nowadays. People don't Google anymore. People don't ask, who is she? They just Google on Instagram.
Yeah. I would never invest just like through a website or webinar. I will always
go to Instagram.
All the investments I made with mentors, I always I follow them for 1, 2, 3, 4 months. Yeah. I watched their stories, I watched their content pieces, and was like, now it's the right time to invest. Yeah. Because I know she's the right one.
Yeah, not because you saw a website and the prices on it and you thought like, oh, logically, I could probably invest into that. Never. That's not what people do, right? Yeah. People just want to see, okay, that's a person. And Instagram is really, and again, personal branding is so freaking important. And you don't need a huge following, you need the right ones. If you have a specific topic, especially if you're a coach, if you have a specific topic and you have a specific way to help people, this is where you need to show yourself. Yeah. I started with a faceless page. I mean, I have to admit that, right? I started with a faceless page back then just because it was the English market and I couldn't speak English. So I was just starting with faceless. But I figured out that, for example, we, and a lot of people don't know that, we didn't make any money until we had 30,000 followers. Not because we needed more followers, but because we started showing our face, right? We did some money here and there. It worked. But the big ass money, we made as soon as we showed our face, as soon as we talked about our story, as soon as we talked about what we did and how we did it, and people are like, oh, that makes so much sense.
Because it's not always about the value.
Exactly.
It's about the person behind it.
Yeah, person behind it, in combination with the value for sure. But people, I mean, there are how many mindset coaches out there, if you'll be honest.
Even ChatGPT or other AIs.
Could also be your mindset coach. Yeah, 100%.
Text them on they will give you a solution.
Yeah, 100%. There are thousands.
But still.
There are millions of mindset coaches out there. True. But people buy from you because they like you, they feel relate to you, what we just talked about, right? They like you as a person and the way you see things, the way you, because you're also that person you just say, right? You just say what you want to say.
True.
You're not like that, people pleaser, and let's see. I hope that messaging is not bad whatsoever. You just say. And this is why people buy, because those are people, stage 3, stage 4 buyers. They want to have
They want to have the solutions. Yeah. They want to have the truth. Yeah. And and that's also one thing I want to say, if you're not able to hold the truth, you're not coachable.
Yeah, 100%.
If you want to discuss with me, I can't coach you. Yeah. I can't coach you.
So if everyone needs a mindset coach, you don't need to discuss with her. That's not working. No, I agree.
I see through that. I always see the truth behind that. There's always like something going on in the back.
100%. Nice. Let me see if I think we went through everything. Yeah. But there were so many things that are. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's one thing that I would like to say, because you're someone that is an absolute mindset expert. Obviously, I'm not, but you yes.
You still are, but not. You show it.
Not officially.
You just don't know like the.
It's not my title.
Yeah, it's not your title.
Not your title. So, what would you say to someone that is starting something? Don't have to be, but just starting something. Yeah. If a lot of things holding them back, what is the one hack or the one thing that they could do immediately to at least start changing their mindset?
I think they have to figure out what's the biggest goal. Like, pick one goal. Pick one thing you want to like change. Yeah. If you want to be confident and you're shy, then pick I want to be confident as a goal. And ask yourself, okay, what's the biggest thing that is holding me back? For example, talking in front of other people or showing your authentic self.
So very specific. Yeah, what is that one thing?
Yeah, specific. What's the specific things, or where are you? I always say that like the one kind of, or like the one question, where are you proving yourself that the limiting belief you have is true? So if you're shy, for example, you don't ask for the direction. Like I had one test client who had that struggle in the past, and she would never ask for the direction, for example. Or she was afraid of speaking authentically to her colleagues or like to her co-workers. I think that's the right word in English. So. And of course, if you always prove yourself through actions that limiting belief is true, it will stay stuck in your head. And of course, you won't, even with affirmations, you won't change that limiting belief if you show it through your daily actions. So where are you proving yourself that limiting belief is true, first of all? And then second point, what is the next move you can do to show that it's not true? Like, what is one small thing you can do?
One small thing.
For example, ask for the direction. Ask for whatever. Ask a question to your coworkers, like a small, simple question. You can even Google it. What's one simple question I can ask my coworkers? And you have to prove it. Like, you can change those limiting beliefs. And I also have like a whole I think it's in total 5 steps with which you can change those limiting beliefs. But it won't work if you don't show it to yourself. And the simplest thing you can do is just do the one thing you won't do because of that insecurity.
Nice.
It will always be out of your comfort zone. It will always be hard. I mean, for example, moving out from Germany is like the toughest thing I did. I was so afraid. I wasn't sleeping for like 1 whole month and was like thinking at night. My 2 a.m. thoughts were like crazy. Let's say it that way. And I still did it. Even though I was afraid, even though I didn't know the outcome, even though I had all those insecurities. What if I fail? What if I have to come back? And what if whatever, all those what ifs. And also like if you have, for example, if you're afraid of the future, what if I try and I fail, whatever. Yeah, what's the worst thing that can happen?
Your plan A.
Yeah. What's the worst thing that can happen?
The thing that you just do.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you're doing right now. It's your reality. Yeah. So there's nothing to be afraid of, like, at that point. You know? So what's the worst thing if you ask for direction? The people say, I don't know.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing. And then
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I did that task more or less with in the beginning. I remember with clients when I work with bloody beginners, because now I focus really on coaches, but back then I work with beginners, and I always told them just write down the worst case.
Yeah.
And write down what will happen if that worst case will happen.
Yeah.
And you will see that it's not really a worst case.
Yeah.
That you can
I
fix
think
that.
Even for the coaches who are already established,
Yeah.
even they have limiting beliefs.
So many.
Like, if I'm a millionaire, my family won't like me that much anymore.
Yeah, so many limiting beliefs.
If that's your limiting belief, okay, what's the real worst case that can happen?
Yeah.
And if you go with that mindset, okay, usually it's not that bad.
100%.
Usually it's not that bad.
But you're right, because as soon as you achieve something, whether it's coaching or not, for example, in coaching, then you hire a team, you hire people, you become a leader. There's so many new limiting beliefs. You're responsible for people that you've never been before, because you were just like a solopreneur and you're just responsible for people. There's so many things that comes, and then you're like, okay, but I paid their rent basically, right? With what I do. What if I fail? That's huge, right? Yeah. So I agree. So I think mindset is nothing that we learn once.
No, never.
And then we just have it. I think there's always another part, always another thing that we need to prove ourselves, successful or not, making a lot of money, making not a lot of money. There's so many things that you need to prove yourself every single day. But I just think that if someone is already over that, is already successful, already at the point where I am, for example, I just do that without thinking, without even, shaking, or without being nervous. Okay, I need to, but I still do it.
Yeah,
without really,
because you don't have time to think that much.
Yeah, that's another thing.
I think
for sure.
that's another skill, and that's a skill you have to you are going to build up, because if you're always moving, and you're not stuck, then
you don't have the time to think of things. I always have the
picture. Your emotions will move through you. But if you stay stuck and if you stay in bed and think about it all night, of course, they will come up, and that's just that's the point. Just wait, go for a walk, whatever. And then you will feel most of the time different. But for you, you just do it.
100%.
Just do it.
I don't have the time to think.
Or
to write down what is the worst case.
Before your
I don't
children,
have the time.
Whatever.
Nice. That was a great interview. Thank you.
It.
So much value. So for everyone here is successful, not successful. I mean, you have to be.
True.
You got everything. Love it. Thank you so much, Daria.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
For the great
go to
time.
work.
Yes.